Losing weight, getting health results, it's not that complicated. When you stick to this idea that there is a time to eat, there's a time to fast, and you're going to eat good quality ingredients. Okay, Dr. Mindy here, and on this video, I am going to show you 5 tricks that you need to think about when you approach any diet. So there is a strategy for success with almost any diet, and these 5 things are going to be able to allow you to take that diet that you're doing and put it into a formula that works for you. So, and if you're new to my channel, I just want to start off by saying welcome. I am on a mission to teach over 1 million people this year how to build a fasting lifestyle. And this information that I'm bringing you is life-changing. We are seeing hundreds of thousands of resetters across all my platforms apply this information and get incredible results. So welcome, and please subscribe. And as always, if you love this information, send it out into the world. We are on a mission. We have got to get people healthy this year. And your body's a miracle. There are so many things you can do to tap into the miracle you were designed to be. Okay, with that, let's dive right into this. What are these 5 things? Let's start with this idea. If you haven't heard this before, I want you to understand that you're meant for metabolic switching. So you are meant to be a sugar burner part of the day, and you are meant to be a fat burner part of the day. These are the 2 energy sources that you are to tap into. So my first recommendation to you is remember that in order to go in and out of this switching, in order to tap into these 2 energy sources, you're going to need to have an eating window, which puts you in the sugar burning place, and you're going to need to have a fasting window, which moves you more towards a fat burner. So let's use the example that you have some special new diet that you are applying. Maybe the month of January, you're just thinking, I'm going to stay off of sugar. That's great, and that falls into this category of you're manipulating the foods that you are eating. This is where your diet sits in. It's in this eating window. So make sure that you pair this eating window with some fasting. So whether it's intermittent fasting, autophagy fasting, you can take any diet, pair it with fasting, and you are going to maximize your results. We see it over and over again. In our resetters alone, we've got carnivores, we've got vegans, we've got people that are doing programs around smoothies and counting points, and all of that can fit over here in the sugar burner mentality. And you pair that with fasting, and now you've taken this diet and you've amped it up to a whole nother level. Okay, so that's trick number 1. Make sure you have an eating window and make sure you have a fasting window. Okay, trick number 2. Watch your blood sugar. Your blood sugar matters. So whatever the diet is over here that you're working on, whether it's the sugar-free diet or it's carnivore or vegan or whatever this diet is over here, I want you to watch your blood sugar. Blood sugar matters. When you bring your blood sugar down, what you do is you start to train your body to come over here and make ketones. Ketones are the piece of the fat burning energy system that acknowledges we are now burning energy from fat. So watch your blood sugar. The meter we love the best is called Keto Mojo. We'll put a link in the notes here for you guys if you want to dive into what exactly you need to be looking at with your blood sugar. Keto Mojo has an incredible, you can go to their website, they have incredible resources. But what I want you to realize is that whatever diet you choose, you've got to make sure your blood sugar doesn't get too high. So we like to see blood sugars that are under around 100 millimoles or milligrams. We like to see that you're able to make some ketones, and I've done a lot of videos on that. So I won't go into that in detail, but watch your blood sugar. If you go vegan and your blood sugar is staying high, like 120, 130, you're going to struggle to lose weight. But if you go vegan and you bring that blood sugar down, now you're going to train your body to be a fat burner better, and you're going to be able to get the weight loss result that you're looking for. Okay, number 3, ingredients matter. Let me tell you a little story about when I was a kid. My mom was way ahead of her time. And what she used to do is she would take us into the grocery store, and I loved going grocery shopping with her because she created a game. And the game was, if you wanted mom to buy you a food, you had to read the ingredients to her. And the first 4 ingredients mattered. So if there was any artificial colorings, if there were any nitrates or sugars in them, mom was like, nope, you're not getting those. And I look back on that now, this is back in the 1970s, I look back on that now and I think, oh my God, she was way ahead of her time, because ingredients matter. So whatever diet you're doing, I wanna make sure that they're not chemical-filled ingredients. Losing weight, getting health results, it's not that complicated. When you stick to this idea that there is a time to eat, there's a time to fast, and you're going to eat good quality ingredients. The 3 ingredients that are absolutely the worst for your body are the toxic oils. So these are your partially hydrogenated oils, your canola oils, your safflowers, your sunflowers. So your toxic oils, your high carbohydrate foods, especially if you combine those 2, and sugar. So those 3 are going to be the biggies that are going to destroy you. So when you go into the market and you pick something that's low fat, if you go and read those ingredients, a lot of times you're going to see that it has a high carbohydrate count, it has a high sugar amount, and there may be even a little bit of this toxic oil. When you go to pick up potato chips, you want to look, and when it says that this potato chip is organic, that doesn't really even matter that much. I want to know what is the oil that's being used in the potato chip. So the quality of ingredient is massively important, because toxins will slow down your health, and especially when it comes to weight loss. Okay, tip number 4, variation is the key. Now, this is the one that messes people up all the time, because what happens is you get excited about your results. So let's say December, you're overdoing it because of the holidays, and then you come to a new diet. That switch to the new diet all of a sudden gets you a great result. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to keep doing this over and over and over again. And by February, March, you've now hit a wall. Our bodies are meant for a variation in diet. So this looks like something as simple as if you go into the supermarket and you're looking at the different lettuces. Do you always pick your same lettuce mix? Maybe, or do you always go to iceberg lettuce or romaine lettuce? Maybe it's time to try some arugula or some spinach. Remember that your microbiome, the little healthy bacteria in your gut, will control your blood sugar, will control your metabolism, controls your immune system, and neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA that keeps you happy. Those microbiome need a variety of food. If you're eating the same lettuces, if you're eating the same meats, if you're eating the same foods over and over again, you create something called a monoculture, which means that you have a whole bunch of one set of bacteria. But you've got thousands of bacteria in your gut that are all working for you. So you need variety. You need to be adding in foods that are very unusual. You need to go to markets that are different than the market you go to over and over and over again. Those of you that are doing keto or one meal a day, you might need to do intermittent fasting for a little while and do a little less fasting and switch it up with your 24-hour fast that you're doing over and over again. So there is an art to this. I know it's confusing, but I want to just bring the concept to you that variation is powerful in getting you lasting results. Okay, last one. This is the hardest one. This is the one I struggle with the most. And that is that cortisol will kill any positive diet result you're getting. So if you are really counting your macros, if you are so rigid on your diet in January and you get this incredible result, And then come February, you're like actually doing pretty well with keeping the habits that you created in January, but something stressful comes into the mix. And all of a sudden, you have stress day after day after day. When cortisol goes up, it becomes very difficult to regulate insulin. And insulin is the hormone that will, if you have it well managed, it will allow you to have great energy, great brain clarity, keep your immune system strong, allow you to lose weight. Insulin is the killer of the health you experience in your body. So we don't want cortisol to go up day after day after day. If it does, all the positive results you've made with your diet will be lost. And this goes for those of you that are struggling to lose weight. There's a good chance that it's because your stress is so high and that your results are minimal because you just keep making cortisol surges. This also means, by the way, you're going to need to get off the news. You're going to need to get off social media. You're going to need to get some mental breaks because anything in your day that raises cortisol will cause insulin dysregulation. So you're going to need to take a step out of stress for a while in order to get that lasting result. So those are the 5. You need to get your eating window and your fasting window under control, figure out what's right for you. You want to watch your blood sugar. You want to look at your ingredients and make sure that the quality of your ingredients is nature's quality, not man-made synthetic chemicals. You want to vary your diet, and you want to watch out for stressful events that keep derailing you from your experience with your food. So those are my 5 things. That's the key, you guys. That's it. It's not that hard. That's how we tap into this incredible mechanism that we were born with. You were born to heal. You were born to get a result. You were born to fight viruses. You were born to stay positive. You're born to have energy. You were born to sleep well. If that is not happening, then let's work on these 5 things. So, as always, let me know if that helps. And if you want to learn how to do this in a deeper way, that's what we're doing in my Reset Academy. Come join me over there, and we'll teach you the art of getting a lasting result with your diet. Hope that helps.